From the food we eat, the air we breathe, the land we dwell, to the health of our body and mind and the well-being of all things in the universe. Unlock the science with Chula Radio Plus.
Welcome to Unlock the Science. I'm Virada Salim. The eruption of an underwater volcano near Tonga on the 15th of January 2022 did not just send a literal shockwave throughout the globe, but the subsequent Pacific-wide tidal waves also sent emotional shock to the people around the world. Emerging from beneath the ocean by the force of massive eruption of Hunga Tonga Hunga Ha'apai volcano, up to 50-meter-high tsunami waves hit the nearby island nation of Tonga, which is situated just only 60 kilometers away from the volcano, resulting in 3 deaths and extensive damages to many low-lying coastal communities. Elsewhere, waves up to 2 meters in amplitude were reported in 26 countries along the Pacific Ocean, according to the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center, causing further damages to the coastal areas and killing 2 more people in Peru. Although the Tonga tsunami was relatively less destructive compared to previous major tsunami incidents, the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center revealed that this tsunami was the first record of large tidal waves triggered by volcano eruption in Pacific region. It was also quite a long while since we last witnessed such destructive tidal waves. Apart from smaller-scale regional tsunamis, which occur more frequently around once every year, the last time the world witnessed catastrophic tsunami was back in March 2011, when a powerful magnitude 9 earthquake with the epicenter under the ocean off the east coast of Japan sent giant tidal waves that reached a height of 40.5 meters towards Japanese coast. This deadly combined disaster, which is known as the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami, claimed the lives of nearly 20,000 people in Japan, displaced more than 340,000 people, and completely destroyed over 120,000 buildings, according to a report by the National Police Agency of Japan. The waves also severely damaged Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, causing the meltdown of 3 nuclear reactors and triggering the worst nuclear accident since the 1986 Chernobyl disaster. According to an assessment by the Japanese government, the cost of just direct structural damages from this disaster alone was over $300 billion. It was almost like the wrath of Poseidon, a god of sea, storms, earthquakes in Greek mythology that manifested to remind people of the powerful force of nature. Scientifically, a tsunami is a series of enormous waves created by an underwater disturbance, usually associated with earthquakes occurring below or near the ocean, which was the primary force behind 90% of the world's tsunamis. However, tsunami may also be the result of volcanic eruptions, submarine landslides, coastal rockfalls, or even a large asteroid impacting the ocean, as this phenomena can create significant disturbances to the ocean that have enough force to move massive water toward the shores at the speed of jet aircraft. When tsunami enters shallow waters on the shoreline, its speed will slow down, lifting up the water mass into high wall of waves, which will swiftly inundate coastal areas with very strong and dangerous water currents that can easily break and destroy everything on their path. It is up to the land elevation and the wave height that determine how far inland the wave can reach. Situated in the Ring of Fire, the tectonic subduction zones that curve around the rim of Pacific Ocean and prone to frequent earthquakes and volcanic activities, Japan has been frequently hit by many tsunamis, some of them very destructive throughout its history. Even the term tsunami comes from Japanese words, su meaning harbor and nami meaning wave. Unlike Japan, Thailand is located in less geologically active corner of the earth and has a far lower risk of powerful earthquakes and tsunamis. However, the country has once experienced the dread of tsunami, as back in the Boxing Day of 2004, Thailand is one of the countries that gravely suffered from tsunami in the Indian Ocean. Triggered by a 9.3 magnitude earthquake near the west coast of Sumatra Island in Indonesia, massive tsunami waves of up to 30 meters high swept through the Indian Ocean, destroying coastal communities in 14 countries. The lack of tsunami awareness in the region that had never experienced any tsunami in the living memory then led to over 227,000 confirmed casualties, making it the deadliest tsunami on record. In Thailand, 6 southwestern provinces on the coast of Andaman Sea, including world-renowned seaside destinations of Phang Nga and Phuket, were severely affected by up to 10 meters high of tidal waves. More than 5,000 people were killed by the tsunami waves in Thailand, and around 3,000 people were still missing. To help us understand more about this issue, Unlock the Science reporter Prat Rujiwanarom talks to Professor Dr. Santi Pailoplee of Department of Geology, Faculty of Science, Chulalongkorn University.
Could you please explain us more what exactly is tsunami?
Yeah, actually, tsunami is different from any common water wave or sea wave. What difference between tsunami and the common wave? The tsunami have a very long wavelength. So when a tsunami hit the shoreline or the coastline, there's a lot of severe of the devastation and hazard in the coastal. So while the most tsunami associated with the earthquake, actually tsunami doesn't origin from the earthquake. Both tsunami and earthquake is generated from the tectonic activity. I mean, how to say, the land leveling, uplifting of the seafloor underwater.
Why we associate earthquake with tsunami?
As I said, actually tsunami did not generate from the earthquake. The ground shaking of earthquake don't generate the tsunami. The earthquake ground shaking generate we call the storm surge that different from tsunami and low hazard than tsunami. Both tsunami and earthquake generate from the seafloor uplifting suddenly, and seafloor uplifting both generate the earthquake and tsunami.
Okay, I see. And is that every underwater earthquake can trigger tsunami? And how much do we have to concern about the underwater earthquake?
Actually, not all earthquake generate under the water can generate a tsunami. Only some character, some condition of earthquake faulting. When the fall or subduction zone is generate the earthquake, there are movement of fall, and fall can movement in, I would say, in terms of lateral movement and also vertical movement. Even the earthquake with the magnitude 7 up or 9 or more than 9, but the movement of fall is in terms of generate in the side slip or lateral movement. It cannot generate tsunami. However, when the earthquake generate with the magnitude 7 up and they have movement of the fall in the vertical movement, we can generate a tsunami. That means the tsunami can generate from the land uplifting or seafloor uplifting.
I see.
Yeah.
And does Thailand still has risk of another deadly tsunami in the future?
I think, in my opinion, we in the Andaman Sea side, and we have the possibility of facing to another tsunami, because in the 2004 the tsunami generate from the ocean floor uplift from the Sumatra to Nicobar, Andaman Island. Anyway, in the northern part is still no activity there. So actually the possibility is quite low, very low, but we have the possibility. And in case of the Gulf of Thailand, we in my opinion, we don't have any sign or any signal from the tsunami hazard in there.
And do you think how much chance that Gulf of Thailand can also have tsunami as well? Some report that if there is earthquake or anything in the Philippines, it may also cause tsunami in the Gulf of Thailand. Do you think is that a chance?
Even 9.9 earthquake in the Philippines, it cannot generate the tsunami to how to say. It can generate the tsunami to Thailand. The first province that hit by tsunami is Narathiwat from the Philippines south. However, that tsunami is not hazard in terms of it's not a hazardous tsunami. I mean, the wave height that we can generate is about 30 centimeters.
I see.
So 9.9 earthquake.
Is that because of the difference between the shoreline of the Gulf of Thailand and the shoreline of Andaman Sea?
Not exactly caused by the type of the characteristics of ocean floor, but from geography, I mean, it's far away from Gulf of Thailand.
Okay.
Philippines is so far from Gulf of Thailand, and the wave have to reflect 2 or 3 times before hit to the coastline Gulf of Thailand.
As we have learned that earthquake is not the only source of tsunami, but volcanic eruption, underwater landslide also cause the tsunami as well. And we have learned that there is the another volcano in the Andaman Islands off the coast of Phuket. Do you think if that volcano can erupt and cause tsunami just like in Tonga?
This is a good question. We have the active volcano in the Nicobar Island, nearby the Nicobar Island. So geographically, if this volcano erupt severe or it can generate the tsunami to the Andaman Sea side. Anyway, actually, the volcano eruption have the detail of the type of eruption. It depends on the type of magma. Some volcanic eruption generate a lava flow that don't have any power to generate or bombard the tsunami. In summary, the volcano in the Nicobar Island is different from the Tonga Island. I mean, the habitat or the type of volcanic eruption. This is just a lava flow and flow to underwater. That's all. So, in my opinion, no hazard, especially tsunami hazard for the Andaman Sea side of Thailand.
Do you think right now we can predict tsunami?
We can imply the tsunami hazard from the recurrent interval of the major or great earthquake in any sort. Yeah. Normally, when we try to find out the characteristic of tsunami hazard, we have to find out the information about the earthquake that usually generate with the tsunami.
How can we warn the people if there is the tsunami coming?
You mean warn for evacuation, right?
Yes, exactly.
Evacuation. Actually, we cannot stop the tsunami. So when tsunami generate, tsunami is better than, in terms of hazard, tsunami is better than earthquake because earthquake is coming suddenly. But tsunami, we have a time enough for evacuation. So how to survive from tsunami? Please follow the regulation or the information from the National Hazard Warning Center. Everything is okay. Just follow.
And how about Thailand? Do Thailand have any particular tsunami warning system?
Of course, we have the warning system, complete warning system. Even we don't have the warning system, we can we can inform the people in the coastal area about the tsunami hazard. Because now we have the connection with any network of the global tsunami warning system. So no need for Thailand to have the equipment or the system for warning the tsunami. However, we have.
That is Unlock the Science reporter Prat Rujiwanarom talking to Professor Dr. Santi Pailoplee of Department of Geology, Faculty of Science, Chulalongkorn University. We will take a short break now.
You are listening to Unlock the Science on Chula Radio Plus.
17 years have passed since the deadly tsunami waves engulfed coastal communities along the Andaman coast of Thailand. But many people who survived that tsunami are still bearing scars from that disaster. For those who did not personally go through the ordeal or did not lose their loved ones in the waves, the memory of tsunami in Thailand is gradually fading away as time goes by, thinking that it was once in a lifetime catastrophe that may never happen again. They are wrong, as a study by a team of researchers led by Professor Dr. Montri Chuwong from Department of Geology, Faculty of Science, Chulalongkorn University, has shown that tsunami is not a new thing for Thailand's Andaman coast, and the chance for next giant tidal waves is real. Professor Montri and his team has carried out the geological inspection at the tsunami-affected coastal plain on Pratong Island in Phang and found sedimentary evidences showing that there were at least 3 paleo tsunamis that hit the Andaman coast before the 2004 catastrophe. These evidences are 3 layers of sand that matched the characteristics of sand sediment from the 2004 tsunami, buried deep underground. From the analysis to determine the formation periods of these sand layers, these tsunami sediment layers were created 380, 990, and 2,100 years ago, respectively. Therefore, the researchers concluded that there is a 600 to 1,000 year return period for tsunami event on the Andaman coast, which means there is a chance that tsunami will occur and hit this area once every 600 to 1,000 years. Although it seems very unlikely that tsunami will return to Thailand's shore soon, it is wiser to get ready for the next tidal waves no matter how slim the chance. This is because there is no way to accurately predict tsunami, but once it occurs, we already have technology to forewarn people on the shore and allow them to evacuate to a safe higher ground. According to Department of Disaster Prevention and Mitigation, Thailand now has 2 deep ocean tsunami detection buoys installed in the Indian Ocean and Andaman Sea as part of the Indian Ocean Tsunami Warning and Mitigation System, which was established in 2005 in response to the Boxing Day tsunami in coordinating the warning system with other countries in the Indian Ocean. These 2 buoys can detect tsunami waves as they are still traveling in the deep ocean and will send alarms to the tsunami warning centers on the shore before tsunami hits. The Department of Disaster Prevention and Mitigation said these tsunami detection buoys can give a prior warning to people living in 6 provinces along the Andaman Sea up to 1 hour before the waves arrive. Apart from this intergovernmental tsunami warning system, local people at tsunami risk areas are also an essential part of ensuring tsunami preparedness. Up next, Unlock the Science reporter Prat Rujiwanarom talks to Sakda Panarangsi, a local disaster management volunteer at Ban Nam Kem, Takopa District, Phang Province, who is a survivor of the Indian Ocean tsunami in 2004, in learning about his extraordinary journey from being a tsunami victim to become a local leader on disaster risk management. In his interview, Sakda recalled the incident on the 26th of December 2004 in his neighborhood and said that many people were killed at the time because there was no tsunami warning system then.
I have learned that you are a survivor from 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami. Can you share with us a bit about your experience during that tragic disaster?
My name is ศักดาครับ ศักดาปัญจรังสี I living at the Ban Nam Kem village
ฮะ
at the tsunami day I renting house at the Ban Nam Kem village and I have a job at the island another side คือหมายถึงว่าat the เกาะเขา island we have eight people in the team we building the wooden houses and decorate the bar and the counter bedroom or something at the hotel and tsunami day at the morning I going to the island with the long tail boat and we sitting at the coffee shop close to the pier and we feeling the earthquake big we think big earthquake because my table shaking like a yeah and we feeling and everybody they talk about big earthquake but we never know we never know the after the earthquake have the wave came we don't know we going to the job at the Kokau Island about 9:45 9:45 the water gone at the sea water gone very far about 4 miles I think so we going we running and for look the sea gone on the beach and we solving the like a white line foam you know because at the sea have a long line of the white foam and we think big wave everybody said big wave and we back to run back to the hotel and the first wave came the first wave not higher but like a water running up to the beach about 1 or 2 meters and the second higher about 10 I think so about 10 meters
10 meters
and yeah we work at the hotel about 400 more people because we close to finish the job the hotel open for I think we have like about 50 people 350 die after about 20 minutes we running to running and looking the team and we move somebody to the mountain after the behind the island and 27 we move to the district and calling to my house I'm lucky
I
have
see
a like somebody whole the family die
how about your family is all of your family safe
I renting house but close to the house many villager and many cousin because we living near like a
big family
yeah. Some people they move all together to the point at the school the school about like an island because the water run around I think I have a lucky
why there were so many people die at that tsunami
I think for building and we don't have a warning system before we don't have a warning system and we don't have earthquake here and I think the people they never know the wave the big wave from the earthquake I think so
After experiencing an unexpected catastrophe from the 2004 tsunami, Sakda and his fellow villagers of Ban Nam Kem found themselves in the most devastated area by the deadly waves in Thailand. At Ban Nam Kem alone, more than 1,400 lives perished, equal to 1/4 of the total 5,000 deaths in Thailand. There were both local people who were unaware of the danger of tsunami and foreign tourists who did not get any warning before the tsunami hit. Learning the hard way that the lack of disaster awareness and preparation can lead to catastrophic outcome, Sakda said the people of Ban Nam Kem grouped together in forming a local network of disaster management volunteers with the intention that they will never again suffer great loss from unexpected disasters. He said the main task of the volunteers is to evaluate the risks of disaster hazard to their community in order to create a mitigation plan as to ensure the community's readiness in coping with disasters. They will rehearse their disaster warning and evacuation plan every year. Then, if a disaster happens, they will assist residents in moving to safe areas and help the authorities with any remediation and restoration efforts. The community-based disaster risk management at Ban Nam Kem has become the role model for local communities nationwide. Sakda added that the successful story at Ban Nam Kem showed that local people are a crucial part of any disaster preparedness, and with the right support, they can grow strong and immune to any disaster to come. Unlock the Science would like to thank Professor Dr. Santi Pailoplee of Department of Geology, Faculty of Science, Chulalongkorn University, and Sakda Panarangsi, a disaster management volunteer of Ban Nam Kem, Phang Nga Province. I hope you enjoy our program. You can listen to Unlock the Science on Chula Radio Plus at FM 101.5 every Saturday from 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. You can also listen and follow us on our website, curadio.chula.ac.th, and our Facebook page. Our show is also accessible as podcast, including on Apple and Spotify. See you again next Saturday. Have a nice day.
Unlock the Science is edited and produced by Sinfa Tunsarawut